What are we gonna discuss today? We're gonna discuss today the power of agreement. If you're in sales, you know how important and how vital it is to agree with your customer. We're gonna discuss what are the ways and why you should use an agreement very, very often. For people who don't know me, my name is Gadhvi. I am the author, speaker, sales, and social media expert. I'm on a mission to help 10 million people become great at their lives. I had a couple of really good calls today, and I'm saying they were good not because I closed both of them. One of them was really good. The other one, the customer said, look Dave, I am not, we're not gonna move ahead with the proposal that you have shared because a couple of months were not really that productive. The revenue was not that good of the company. We have a very tight budget. And on top of that, your cost is high. What should be the power of agreement here? Okay. A typical salespeople, on an average salespeople, they would say, hey, but we can work on the price. I can do something for you. That is a typical response what anybody would use. But if you're an extraordinary salesperson, here's what you would sound like. You would say, sure, I completely understand that you had a tough time, tough couple of months, and you also seem to feel the price is high. I've been in that situation myself. Look, so I completely understand what you're saying. Then follow that up with your rebuttal by saying that, look, is there anything else apart from money that is keeping you from doing this deal? That's the rebuttal, right? But we're not going to talk about rebuttal. We're just going to talk about the power of acknowledgement and power of agreement. Look, here's the fact. If you want an agreement, you need to agree with the customer, be it in your sales call or be it in your personal life. Have you imagined, getting along with people who don't agree with you all the time? Trust me, they're not gonna be your friends for long, okay? We only mingle with people who we like and who agree with us more often, okay? So, we are human beings. The same with the customer. So, every conversation that you're having a vital agreement at every place mixed with an adjective and appreciation and power words is so vital. It's like having a grease or lubricant for your machine, right? Your machine will function, but it will rust and will get damaged if it doesn't have the lubrication or grease. Am I making sense? So that lubrication for that sales call is your agreement, your acknowledgement, and power words, right? I'm going to share a couple of audio snippets of how I respond to my customers. Those are some of the real calls that I've taken. So I hope this gives you a good idea. The other call which I've taken it was a smooth call, okay? Every time the customer said something, I don't just jump into my points or my question. Like, I asked her, how do you do this right now? And she responded, we do this. My response to that would be, great, that's fantastic, and I've seen most of the organizations following the similar pattern, right? That's an acknowledgement and agreeing. I agree, this is the best way you're going about it. I think you're all set. These are the power words, and these are the power of, this is the power of agreement, which actually takes your call to a next level altogether. So if you're not doing this already, be very conscious. First step is to become very conscious. Listen to your calls and see how many times you agreed with your customer, how many times you use the acknowledgement and power words, because that is like the blood in the body, okay? If you're not using a lot of agreement, if you're not using a lot of acknowledgement, for sure the machinery, the sales call that you're running is gonna be rusted pretty soon, okay? So start using that, listen to your calls. Then second step is be conscious about, if you're not using acknowledgement, how you're responding to the customer, okay? Try and agree with the person, okay? Just for the whole day, just do this exercise. Agree with everybody in the office, agree with everybody in the family, and see how they respond, okay? I'm sure they will start loving you. It's the same thing. The same thing applies on your client calls as well. So do not just get into the rebuttal mode or explanation mode. First, you need to acknowledge, agree with the customer, and then give your objection handling pitch or script or whatever. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share with you guys today.
Not doing well. Sure, so it's causing a hardship on us. No, I totally get it. And I've been in those kind of situations myself a long time where the budget has been cut and you have to keep everything tight and make most of what you got. So I completely understand, and yeah, we will definitely circle back when the time is right. So you think
let's trade some emails, because I think what we can do is we probably need to reduce the scope of the work, and maybe we'll